Gaurango Jaya Nittai Gaurango Nittai Gaurango Jaya Nittai Gaurango Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jai Mishpad Paramams Privrajagacharya Ashtotra Shata Shishmas Divine Grace Abhay Charnaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Srimad-Bhagavad-Gita Ki Jai Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 6, Sankhya Yoga, text number 37. Arjuna Uvacha Ayati Shraddhayopeto Yoga Chalitamanasaha Aprapya Yoga Samsiddhim Kamgatim Krishna Gacchati. Word to word meaning. I'll read by myself. Arjuna Uvacha. Arjuna said, Ayatihi, unsuccessful transcendentalist. Shraddhaya, with faith. Upetaha, engaged. Yogat, from the mystic link. Chalita, deviated. Manasaha, of one who has such a mind. Aprapya, failing. Yoga samsiddhim, highest perfection in mysticism. Kam, which. Gatim, destination. Krishna, O Krishna. Gacchati, achieves. Translation and purport by Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Arjuna said, what is the destination of the man of faith who does not persevere, who in the beginning takes to the process of self-realization, but who later desists due to worldly mindedness and thus does not attain perfection in mysticism? Jai Shri Krishna Rukmini Satyabhama ki Jai, Shri Nitai Gauranga ki Jai, Shri Prabhupada ki Jai. Purport. The path of self-realization or mysticism is described in the Bhagavad Gita. The basic principle of self-realization is knowledge that the living entity is not this material body, but that he is different from it, and that his happiness is in eternal life, bliss and knowledge. These are transcendental, beyond both body and mind. Self-realization is sought by the path of knowledge, the practice of eightfold system, or by Bhakti Yoga. In each of these processes, one has to realize the constitutional position of the living entity, his relationship with God, and the activities thereby he can re-establish, and the activities whereby he can re-establish the lost link and achieve the highest perfectional stage of Krishna consciousness. Following any of the above mentioned three methods, one is sure to reach the supreme goal sooner or later. This was asserted by the Lord in the second chapter. Even a little endeavor on the transcendental path offers a great hope for deliverance. Out of these three methods, the path of Bhakti Yoga is specially suitable for this age because it is the most direct method of God realization. To be doubly assured, Arjuna is asking Lord Krishna to confirm his former statement. One may sincerely accept the path of self-realization, but the process of cultivation of knowledge and the practice of eightfold yoga system are generally very difficult for this age. Therefore, despite constant endeavor, one may fail for many reasons. First of all, one may not be following the process. To pursue the transcendental path is more or less to declare war on illusory energy. Consequently, whenever a person tries to escape the clutches of the illusory energy, she tries to defeat the practitioner by various allurements. A conditioned soul is already allured by the modes of material energy, and there is every chance of being allured again, even while performing transcendental disciplines. This is called yoga chalita manasaha, deviation from the transcendental path. Arjuna is inquisitive to know the results of deviation from the path of self-realization. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. Om Ajnanatimirantasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So in the beginning of this chapter, Krishna is giving a description about how to practice the Sankhya Yoga philosophy. So the process, Krishna is in some other Puranas, the details are given, but Krishna is in the brief way, he has explained in Bhagavad-Gita that one should go to a place, forest, where there is no human movement. In that, one have to lay the kusa grass, on top of that put a deer skin, on top of that put a soft cloth. Then one has to sit firmly and with head straight, and one has to concentrate on the tip of the nose. So in this way, one has to meditate upon the super soul who is residing in his heart. Then Krishna further describing about what are the do's and don'ts one has to do. One has to practice self-control, one has to practice mind control, one has to have control in eating, sex life. All these things one has to practice. By this, you can achieve me. So this is what Krishna described in a briefly. Krishna has described the Sankhya Yoga philosophy. Then Arjuna got a doubt that the process which Krishna has described is very, very difficult to practice. Arjuna, 5,000 years before, he himself accepted that even I can control the wind, but I cannot control my restless mind. So how can I achieve success in this yoga practice? Then Krishna further clarifies Arjuna that no, Arjuna, you can achieve success in this process by constant practice and detachment. So now again Arjuna got a doubt that okay, if one is achieve success, then okay, it is good. If one is not able to achieve success, one who initially he may start practicing the yoga process, but if he is failed to achieve success, then what is his fate? Neither he is succeed in his material life, like achieving more punya karma, nor he is achieving the spiritual world. So what will be his condition? So Arjuna wants to. So this is the question which Arjuna is again putting forward to Krishna. So this is in this particular verse, this is the thing. What is the destination of the man of faith who does not persevere, who in the beginning takes to the process of self-realization, that is this the mystic yoga process which Krishna has taught, but who later desists due to worldly mindedness? Because worldly mindedness, one who fails to achieve success because of this attack of the threefold miseries or through the Maya, then he is failed to achieve success. What will be his condition? And thus does not attain the perfection in mysticism. So if he is not achieving the ultimate goal, what will be his condition? One who has deviated from the path of self-realization, what is his condition? That is what Arjuna wants to know. So all these things, why? So we should know that in the spiritual point of view, if you see that we are a creature, we are not the creature of this material world at all. We are a particle of the spiritual world. But in that perspective, you see, the body which we are holding, the activities which are doing, it's all external thing. The body which we are holding, there are two kinds of bodies which we are holding. It is like a dress. Like everybody is wearing dress in the same way, the body is also a kind of dress for the soul. And that is like two kinds of coverings. One is the subtle covering, and again the gross body. The gross body which we are, the gross body has gross senses: eyes, ears, nose, tongue, genitals, working senses, all knowledge acquiring senses. All these things are coming under gross kind of body. And the subtle body is the mind, intelligence, and the false identity, false being. So all these things are external for us. So, and anything which connected to this body, bodily features, is all also is external. And the soul also is having all the senses. The soul also having the spiritual mind, spiritual intelligence, spiritual being, spiritual eyes, spiritual nose, ears, tongue, everything. Spiritual body, spiritual. All our spiritual senses are there. So one have to constantly endeavor for achieving the satisfying his spiritual senses, not with the material senses. So that is what Shastra is explaining. And when one is try to satisfy himself spiritually, then he is said to have the eternal happiness, real happiness, with real knowledge. And in order to achieve the real happiness, what Shastras have prescribed is three methodologies that Shastras prescribed. One is through cultivation of knowledge, another is through through the process of mystic yoga practice, and the third methodology is through bhakti yoga. So, but what is best suited for in this age of Kali Yuga? That is, in the age of Kali Yuga, that bhakti yoga is most suited process, because it is a direct methodology and it is easy to perform in this age of Kali Yuga. because the yoga process is very difficult, as we seen. It is it is difficult to control the mind and senses, and that kind of vairagya one has to develop. It is very difficult. So the mystic yoga is very difficult to it is very difficult to attain success in through the process of mystic yoga, and even through cultivation of knowledge also it is very difficult, because the shastras is very vast, and by cultivating knowledge that I am not a part of this, or I am not a part of this, in that way one have to cultivate knowledge, and finally coming to the conclusion, then I am beyond this, all these materialistic activities, materialistic modes. So it is very difficult to practice. So both the process is very difficult in the age of Kali Yuga. The only methodology is the cultivation through the Bhakti Yoga process. And it is the most direct method of God realization. Because in the Bhakti Yoga, what is there? Like in the beginning, Shravanam Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, chanting and hearing the holy name of the Lord. And there are different levels of achieving success in the Bhakti Yoga is there, and even different methodologies also is there. And the most primary two methodologies are Shravanam and Kirtanam, hearing and chanting about the holy name of the Lord. So these two methodologies, if we follow sincerely in this age of Kali Yuga, then we can achieve success. We can re-establish our lost relationship with Krishna. So the goal one has to understand. The goal, either by practice of the cultivation of knowledge or by practice of mystic yoga, the goal is to re-establish our lost relationship with the Supreme Lord. So, and in the Bhakti Yoga process, here, in the other two processes, we have to put our own endeavor, full endeavor to achieve, to realize our own self. But in Bhakti Yoga process, Krishna himself Krishna is supporting for us. So in that way, by the support of Krishna and by support of the pure devotees of Krishna, we can elevate our consciousness. We can achieve success. So in all the three processes, there are several reasons for failure is there, because of the illusory energy of the Lord. First of all, we already come under the illusory world. In that, again, constantly the illusory energy is acting upon us. So by practicing the Bhakti Yoga process along with other devotees under the guidance of a pure devotee spiritual master, we can easily come out from this the illusory energy of the Lord, threefold illusory energy of the Lord. So in this way, we can easily achieve success in this Bhakti Yoga process and attain our constitutional nature. So we will end up here. Srimad-Bhagavad-Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.